Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Walton. Welcome to the Gamma Mindset Masterclass. Now I'm going to show you a revolutionary technique that is scientifically proven to increase self-belief and confidence and performance. It is called the Gamma Mindset. Now I'm going to assume by the very fact that you signed up for this masterclass that you've got some idea of how important it is to have a healthy mindset and healthy emotions, and particularly a deep down set of strong beliefs to help us create the life that we want. And I'm sure you're probably aware of how limiting beliefs can hold us back and negative emotions can really hold us back and chain us to the past. So with that in mind, let's really highlight just how powerful our subconscious beliefs are and how powerful our mind is. Let's watch this quick video.
Your mind has been programmed from day one. You have been programmed by the influences in your environment. Of course, your parents and care providers, your family, your friends, and of course the culture that you're grown up in heavily influences what you believe about yourself and your abilities as you grow up into an adult. Your social economic class, the education that you had, the political system at the time, the role models that you looked up to as a child, religion, and of course today media. We are bombarded with 5,000 marketing messages a day trying to get a piece of our mind. The majority of our programming really happens in those early years, those first sort of 7 years of our life, and that programming is downloaded into the subconscious mind, which we use as the rules of life. Many influences create your belief systems, and your beliefs pretty much control what you think you can achieve in your life and inevitably the type of life that you create. Now, we all know that belief is important and that belief really is the driver of the type of life that we create. But it's important to realize that beliefs are not just abstract ideas and thoughts that float around your head. Beliefs are very real electrical chemical signals that flow through every cell of the body. Dr. Herbert Benson from the Harvard Medical School says, "We should not ignore compelling brain research that demonstrates that beliefs manifest themselves throughout our bodies." So it's really important to realize that belief, thought, feeling, emotion, consciousness isn't something just stuck in the head. It's not something just flowing around the brain. These are very real electrical chemical signals that flow through every cell of the body. So belief, thought, feeling, emotion, consciousness flows through every cell of the body. This means that your mind is throughout every cell of your body. Your mind is not just in the head. Your mind is an energy and information field that flows through every cell of the body and beyond the body in your energy field, which I'm going to show you later. Think of your mind as an information processor with both departments of the mind processing different amounts of information. So we see at the conscious level, you process around 40 bits per second of data. So just imagine 40 little nerve impulses going off in your brain and that information going through into the body. But at the subconscious level, we see that we process 40 million bits of data. So now think of 40 million nerve impulses firing in your brain and that information going through into the body. We see that the subconscious mind is 1 million times more powerful at processing information than the conscious mind. And now if we ask the question, what percentage of your day are you consciously thinking, feeling, and taking action? And what percentage of your day are you thinking, feeling, and taking action from your subconscious programming? It can be startling to see that at least 95% of our day we are run by our subconscious mind. As this article in the US News magazine highlights really succinctly, according to cognitive neuroscientists, we are conscious of only about 5% of our cognitive activity. So most of our decisions, actions, emotions, and behavior depends on the 95% of brain activity that goes beyond our conscious awareness. And this guy, Dr. Emmanuel Donchin, says that as much as 99% of our cognitive activity, meaning our thoughts, may be non-conscious, unconscious at that subconscious level of the mind.
Well, I hope you found that video interesting. Now, it's so important for us to realize just how much we are driven and controlled by the programs in our subconscious mind. The belief systems that we downloaded from when we were just born into this world through those early years. The automatic, autopilot emotional reactions that we have that are based on these belief systems, based on what we're perceiving in the world, whether they be negative stress-based emotions or positive emotions, just to notice how much they are autopilot subconscious reactions. And it's so important for us to realize that actually those deep down subconscious belief systems really control what we achieve in life, the success that we have, both in careers, in families, in relationships, with finances, with our health. So much of that is to do with our deep down subconscious beliefs and autopilot emotions. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is a demonstration of subconscious reprogramming, programming new beliefs into the subconscious mind. But what I'm going to do here is a pre and then post test of the subconscious mind. Now, to do that, I use a muscle testing process, which is called kinesiology, the study of muscle movement. But what muscle testing allows me to do is to test the reaction of the subconscious brain or the subconscious mind when my client thinks about money or her goals or achieving something or any of the core beliefs that she says out loud. The testing allows me to know, has she gone into stress when she says that belief out loud, meaning she doesn't believe it deep down, or is that fully integrated and there's no stress response to that belief? So let's have a look how this works. So first of all, let's do some pre-tests. So my client's name is Emma. So I want you to say out loud now, my name is Emma.
My name is Emma.
And hold. Good. Relax your arms. So when she says, my name is Emma, that's her name. So there should be zero stress in her brain, which creates a nice strong arm. When I say hold, it's nice and strong. Now when I say to her, just say out loud now, my name is Paul.
My name is Paul.
Hold strong. Now she tries to hold that there, but because that's a stress response inside, it weakens her. Now that's not a major stress. She could say that all day long and there's nothing going to happen to her. But it's a conflict inside. It's a not true, so it's not aligned. And so we have a little weakened, we have a muscle response weakened because we've had the stress response. We get the stress response in the brain when she says that out loud and it weakens the arm. Bless you.
Thank you.
So now we'll do the same, but without a verbal. I just want you to think in your mind, think of something positive and let me know when you're there.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
And hold strong. Really super strong there. And then I want to think of something a little bit stressful, not too bad, maybe traffic or, you know, late for work or whatever.
Okay.
You there?
Yeah.
And hold strong. Okay. And so she's not even verbalizing that. She's just thinking that. We have a strong response and then a weak response. So now we know we can start to test these core belief statements. So let's test the first belief statement. Now, these are the most important, fundamental core beliefs. So say after me, it is safe for me to change.
It is safe for me to change.
And hold. So a nice strong response there as she's saying that out loud. It's safe for me to strong, safe for me to strong, safe for me to change. That's a nice strong response. But watch this. I want you to say now, it's safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
It's safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold strong. And we have a weakened response. So the fundamental, most important core belief, the most important thing we can have programmed in our subconscious mind, it is safe for me to change. That's the most important program you can have running. Now, when she says that out loud, no problem. But when we add in that extra little bit, I believe this 100%, she goes into stress and it weakens. So she doesn't believe it 100%. And this is the key. I have tested thousands and thousands of people like this. And I can tell you that this fundamental belief, it's safe for me to change, is not 100% in hardly anybody. The ones that have done a lot of work for themselves and have made a lot of success for themselves, they pass this test. But the ones that are not really getting where they want or not getting the change that they want, almost all of them fail this test. It's not that it's not you don't believe it, it's just that you don't believe it 100%. And again, this goes back to that caveman pattern. Is it safe? Is change safe for me? You know, primitive stuff that we have to get rid of. Now let's check the others, okay? Say out loud, I deserve to change.
I deserve to change.
And hold. Nice and strong. I deserve to change. I believe this 100%.
I deserve to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold. And there we have again a weakened response. Now that's a charged word. I deserve. That's got charge to it. So it's not that she doesn't believe that. It's just not 100% integrated. And what does that mean? It's still a conflict. You know, it's safe for me to change, creates stress. I deserve to change, creates stress. Stress is stress chemistry. We don't want that. Let's try the next one then. All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to change.
All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to change.
And hold. Nice and strong. Let's add the next bit. All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to change. I believe this 100%.
All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold. And we weaken. We go into stress. It is natural for me to change.
It is natural for me to change.
Hold. Nice and strong. Add the 100%.
It is natural for me to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold. And she weakens. It's natural for me to change. It is in my best and highest good to change.
It is in my best and highest good to change.
Hold. Yeah, nice and strong. Add that 100% question now.
It is in my best and highest good to change. I believe this 100%.
Nice and strong. Okay, and again we have a weakened arm. So you can see how quickly that goes into the stress response. That's why, relax your arm, Emma. That's why we were doing those gut feel tests that are so quick, 4 or 5 seconds, that's it. Because this is how quick, if I was testing you, this is how quick I get the answer. It's an instant reaction from your subconscious brain's reaction. It's instant. Do you go into stress or do you not? There's no analysis. Emma's not even thinking about it. She's saying it and we're seeing what the body says. From when she's processing that in the brain, what happens in the body.
I love myself enough to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold. Okay, so you can see there again. Now, Emma, you can't see that so much in the camera. Emma's trying to hold that. You try and resist it, but it's like, It's an unconscious reaction. So this is muscle testing, and I've done thousands and thousands of these. Now, I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to put Emma through a guided audio session, a Gamma Mindset personal change guided audio. So this is where she's going to do the audio session going into the Gamma Mindset technique, and she's going to integrate those core beliefs about change into her subconscious, and then we'll come back and we'll test again and we'll see, right now, are these 100% locked and loaded, downloaded into the subconscious? Okay, so I've got Emma set up now with this guided audio, okay? So this is the personal change Gamma Mindset guided audio. It's like 5 or 6 minutes where she's integrating. I take her into the Gamma Mindset technique. This is all done on the audio. She creates this peak brain state and then she integrates these beliefs, these 6 core beliefs, into her subconscious using this Gamma Mindset technique. And then in 5 minutes time, I'll come back, we'll stop the audio and then we'll test again and we'll see if we've got a change. So let's see how this goes. Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'll leave you for 5 minutes. Hopefully the camera will continue. Just follow the process, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, yep. Take those out. Okay, great. Okay, so I've got the microphone. So how was that? What was the feeling like as you went through that process?
really relaxing, really felt my body drop into a relaxed state. And then when I was integrating the beliefs, I could really feel them just integrating, if you like, and I really felt a sort of a click of resonance, like, I really believe and feel and resonate with those statements.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So, my name is Emma.
My name is Emma.
Hold strong. Good. My name is David.
My name is David.
Hold strong. Okay, good. Think of something you really like.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
Hold. Something that stresses you a little bit.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah.
And hold. Okay, so the test is working fine. Okay, so now let's say those statements. It is safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
It is safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Nice and strong. Good. I deserve to change. I believe this 100%.
I deserve to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Good. All parts of me are ready, willing and able to change.
All parts of me are ready, willing and able to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Nice. It is it is natural for me to change.
It is natural for me to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Nice and strong. Really strong there. They're good. Okay. It is in my best and highest good to change.
It is in my best and highest good to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Nice and strong. Excellent. I love myself enough to change.
I love myself enough to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold. So all of those now are nice and strong. So you feel that?
Yeah.
So as she's now saying these statements, they are processed by the higher centers of the brain with zero stress. That means they're fully loaded into her subconscious system, allowing her to perceive any change in her life as a positive thing. And that is absolutely essential. And these are the core fundamental beliefs that we need integrated into that subconscious, so that any change in any aspect of our life, we can be in alignment with and flow with easy access to our skills, our knowledge, our experience, so we can maximize our results and success, because deep down, we see change as a positive thing in our life. And of course, that's what we need. Now, muscle testing is great. I always use it in my face-to-face one-to-ones, but you don't need it. The muscle testing itself doesn't do any reprogramming. It's the gamma mindset technique that does the reprogramming. So just to give you a bit of an idea of what might be going on at the subconscious level for you, let's test ourselves on these same 6 core beliefs. So the way you're going to do that is just going to put your palm of your hand onto your gut. Can't really see that there because of the camera, but it's on my gut. And I'm going to say these same 6 statements out loud, and you're going to score yourself 0 to 100% on how much you believe each one of these statements. 100% being fully believe it, 50% you half believe it, and so on, right? But this isn't a logical test where you're going to think it through, analyze it, think about different contexts. This is like a gut feel. So you're going to go with your body intelligence, your gut feel. So don't think too much about it. I'm only giving you 3 or 4 seconds to answer this. So just go with that initial gut feel, score yourself 0 to 100% on these same 6 statements. Here we go. It's safe for me to change. I deserve to change. All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to change. It's natural for me to change. It is in my best and highest good to change. I love myself enough to change. Simple as that. Just a quick little test, just to give you a bit of an idea at the subconscious level where you are on those 6 core beliefs. Now, as I've mentioned, these are the most important beliefs that you can have integrated into your mind. So the ideally, obviously, you want to be 100% on all of those. And if you're not 100%, that means there's a part of you going that way when you want to go that way. What it really means is you will experience more conflict and stress than you need to because you're not fully coherent, fully aligned with your ability to flow in a changing world. Now that's very important, but we can sort that out. I've got something for you to do exactly that. But you can apply this same test to any context. So let's pick a subject that we're all probably interested in, and that's making money. So most of us would like to be rich and wealthy, but let's just apply the same principles. Put your hand on your gut and go with the same gut feel. Score yourself 0 to 100% on these core beliefs around money. Here we go. It is safe for me to be rich and wealthy. I deserve to be rich and wealthy. All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to be rich and wealthy. It is natural for me to be rich and wealthy. It is in my best and highest good to be rich and wealthy. I love myself enough to be rich and wealthy. Okay, again, just to give us a bit of an idea, it's not an overly scientific test, but it just gives us an idea, tuning into that subconscious, what our initial reactions are. Now, obviously, if one of your goals is to be rich and wealthy, you want to be 100% aligned with that. And if not, again, there's a part of you that wants to go that way towards getting rich and wealthy, and there's a part of you that's holding you back, which again means conflict inside, more stress chemistry. We experience more stress related to money, riches, wealth, whatever we think about that. You know, we can have all sorts of ideas that it's bad, that we can't, that we never have, the family this, you know, all sorts of things going on. But if you get, clear all that away and get down to the core beliefs, if you become 100% aligned with that, I'm not saying the universe is going to knock you on the, tap you on the shoulder and make you rich and wealthy overnight, but it just gives you the ideas, the self-belief that you can do it. So you become a bit more creative. You think about ways of making that happen. You see opportunities perhaps where you didn't do that before. All of that, of course, has to be underpinned by our belief about change, that we can be successful in a changing world, that we can thrive in a changing world, that change itself is safe for us. Those are the core beliefs, and everything is on top of those core beliefs. Okay, let's do one more, which is related to goal achievement and being successful. Again, probably something that we'd all like to increase our success and to achieve our goals. It's a natural thing for us to want to do. So let's do exactly the same thing. Score yourself 0 to 100% on these fundamental core beliefs, subconscious beliefs about achieving our goals and being successful. Exactly the same principle, hand on the gut, go with that gut feel. You only got 3 or 4 seconds to answer these. Score yourself 0 to 100% on how much you believe each statement at that subconscious gut level. Here we go. It is safe for me to achieve my goals and be successful. I deserve to achieve my goals and be successful. All parts of me are ready, willing, and able to achieve my goals and be successful. It is natural for me to achieve my goals and be successful. It is in my best and highest good to achieve my goals and be successful. I love myself enough to achieve my goals and be successful. And again, the same principle applies. We want to be 100% integrated on those core subconscious beliefs about achieving our goals and being successful. Otherwise, there's a part of us going that way, a part of us going that way. A conflict inside, we experience more stress, our brain shuts off, we can't think as clearly, we don't feel as confident, we don't have that deep down self-belief that we really need to keep us going. We're not as creative, we don't see the opportunities, and around in circles we go. Now, with any of those beliefs, the goal is zero resistance and 100% resonance with those statements. I'll say that again. So when we go through those statements and say them to ourselves, we want zero resistance inside, zero stress response inside when you're saying that, and you want 100% resonance. So every cell of your body resonates a strong yes with those beliefs. When you're there, then you know you've got those fully integrated into your mind and body. But remember, they have to be underpinned by those core beliefs for change. Because if they're not 100%, if you're not resonating 100% with those, anything involves change in our life, doesn't it? Achieving our goals, making money, getting out of bed in the morning. Anything involves change. So if those are the foundations, and then everything is built on top of those. And I can tell you, I've tested thousands of people, as I've mentioned, and a lot of those people have got a long list of personal development courses and programs and coaches, and they've done all the guru courses, yet they're not getting the results they want. And when I test them, they're blocked at those fundamental core beliefs about change. So they are the most important, and then everything is built on top of those. What's a nice experience to have is to score yourself on those beliefs, 0 to 100%. And then do a guided audio gamma mindset session where you integrate those, just like you saw with the lady on the couch, and then score yourself again. And then you realize, hey, this works. I do feel those in my body. I do resonate 100% with those. And that's a nice feeling, because you're sort of like proving to yourself that you can reprogram your mind. You go from, scoring yourself 50, 60, 70, 20. You do the integration, 6, 7, 8 minutes later, you score yourself again, and now you're 100% on all of those. That's a nice feeling. Now, under this video, you will see a link that will send you to my Unleash the Power of Your Mind program, which is just a short little program where it has the change beliefs and the beliefs to be rich and wealthy, the fundamental core beliefs, 2 sessions. So you could jump to that if you want to. It's $27, and then you can integrate those beliefs around change and around being rich and wealthy. And this is the best place to start the Gamma Mindset. Okay, now I'd like to show you what happens in the brain when you do the Gamma Mindset technique and the benefits to you, because they are huge. Just applying this to your day, 5-6 minutes a day. So let's have a look. Now, generally we have 4 types of brain waves. How I am now, wide awake and alert, focused. That's the beta wave. That's where we can get stuff done, and that's what we have a lot of when we're at work and we're doing things. When we relax a little bit, we have alpha. When we become a bit calmer, that's called the alpha wave. When we relax even more and go into that sort of daydreamy, almost light sleep, up to sleep, that's called the theta wave. And then we're in deep sleep, that's called the delta wave. Now, we have those 4 types of brain waves in a 24-hour day and night cycle. But as mentioned, we also have this other brainwave called gamma. Now, gamma brainwaves are when the brain is functioning at its peak, optimal functioning of the brain, the flow state. When you create gamma brainwaves, more of your brain cells fire at the same time, which creates this state of oneness, this optimal functioning, and where you can do rapid information processing. Also, when you create gamma waves, your stress response switches off. It's like you're moving to a higher level of order in your brain. This is what we want to create. And when I first did this was a very exciting finding, because most people don't create gamma waves much at all. The research that's been done on gamma waves has been done in the University of Wisconsin by a guy called Dr. Richard Davidson, where he's measured Buddhist monks with 10,000 hours of meditation experience. When they're meditating on compassion, you see these huge bursts of gamma activity. But the control group that were also doing the same meditation, which were students, they didn't get any gamma. So it was a very exciting finding when I created this technique that shows this huge amount of gamma within 60 seconds. So this has many, many benefits to us. Now, one of the things I mentioned there was rapid information processing. Because more of your brain cells fire at the same time, you've got hyper interconnectivity, which allows you to process massive amounts quickly, but without stress response. So this is where we get this idea of optimal functioning, peak function of the brain. But there are also some other aspects of gamma, some other benefits to creating gamma waves on a daily basis. Okay, so what we have here is real-time brainwave feedback. So at the top here, you've got theta waves. Underneath that, you've got alpha waves, then beta waves and gamma waves. And as you see here, as we start off this process, that's about 50 seconds, there's not much gamma activity. And then all of a sudden we start to get this bursts of gamma. So we're coming up to 60 seconds, we start to see gamma. Look at those gamma waves bursting there. Also increased theta and increased alpha, and beta's quite slow and inactive. Okay, so this is the same brainwave readout, only in a different order, and this is sped up so that you can actually see the end result. So what you see is, look at that burst of gamma waves, that happens at around the 60 to 90 second mark. High theta, high alpha, and then beta is the sort of lowest activity. So what we end up with after around 90 seconds, 60 to 90 seconds, is highest gamma, theta and alpha, and then you've got the beta wave, which is the quietest wave. Now this brainwave signature has profound benefits to us. You create huge amounts of alpha waves. Now alpha waves have shown to reduce anxiety, reduce depression, boost our creativity, increase our pain tolerance, and increase our resilience to stress. All very useful things. Then we've got theta waves. Now normally we don't see much theta activity unless we're really sort of in a deep meditation, if you're a long-term meditator, or you're falling asleep and you're in a deeply relaxed state. That's when you tend to see theta. But in this technique, we see high theta within 60 to 90 seconds. Now, excuse me. Now, when you create theta, that's a deep healing state in the body. So just by doing this technique every day, you're creating a profound healing response, stress response off, and deep healing in the physical body. But you're doing that quickly. You're doing that within 90 seconds. Now that has huge benefits to us. Physically, of course, we're healing. Mentally, we're restoring the brain cells and moving into a nice, relaxed, calm, healing state in the brain as well as the physical body. And then, of course, what comes with that is relaxation in our mental world, our mental life, calmer, more relaxed in a dialogue. And of course, those emotions, we don't have those ups and downs of negative emotions. We're nice and calm and peaceful. So that's a profound thing in itself. Also, theta is the dominant brainwave when we're encoding new information, new thoughts into the brain network. That's very beneficial to us because, of course, we can reprogram the brain and the mind. And then you've got gamma, which I call the cherry on top, which is where you've got this optimal functioning of your brain, more of your brain cells firing at the same time. This is the flow state, the zone. Optimal functioning where you can process huge amounts of information without stress. So we have this brainwave signature of alpha, theta, and gamma with all the benefits that it brings. But the beauty is we can create it in 90 seconds. This is unheard of in any other meditative technique, again, unless you're a Buddhist with over 10,000 hours of meditation experience. So just by applying this technique to your life for 5 or 6 minutes a day gives us profound physical healing, mental healing and inner calmness, and that emotional balance. And a state that we can put ourselves into every day where we're in a high flow state, the zone, so we can have productive, successful days and enjoy the ride.
Hi, my name is Martin. I just wanted to say that I've done a 5-minute gamma meditation a day for the last 2.5 years or so, and it has completely transformed my life and my business. My business is more profitable, I work less hours, I generally fear less, I'm less worried, I feel more confident. It is absolutely the most amazing process, and I wish I'd discovered it at 24 instead of 54. Thank you.
I I also had a colleague of mine, a Russian physicist called Dmitry. And Dmitry is a specialist in measuring the human energy field. Now, we all broadcast our own personal energy signature from every cell of our body. We're broadcasting all the time our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, our beliefs, our thoughts. We're broadcasting that from the body all the time. And what I wanted to do was do a pre and post measure. So we measure the energy field of somebody, and then they do a gamma mindset session where they're changing their subconscious beliefs. And then we measure the energy field again, and we see, is there any changes in the energy field? When we do those subconscious changes, does that actually change the vibration that we are broadcasting from the body? So this was fascinating. So let's have a look. Now, we measured the energy field using a Russian device. I have one in my practice. It's called electrophotonic imaging. Bit of a mouthful, but all we need to know is it measures the energy field of the human body. So this is a scan of the energy field before somebody did a gamma mindset session. So you can see here around the outside of the body, there's some gaps, there's some holes, but most importantly, it's uneven. There's an uneven, unbalanced, incoherent energy field. So now let's bring in this next image. So this was after the person did a gamma mindset session, 5 to 6 minutes of gamma mindset, and then we scanned again, and this is what happened. So now you can see a much fuller, more balanced, more coherent energy field. And this is really important to have a coherent, powerful field, as we'll cover in a minute. So let's just see again now. So this is the energy field before the session with the holes and the incoherent gaps and the imbalances. And this is the energy field after a session where we've really boosted the field, made that energy field much more coherent. Now, this is really important when you think about this. Firstly, we're seeing a change in the energy field when we do a subconscious change. That's important and exciting. But we must remember that our broadcast, what we broadcast from our body, from our mind, from our brain, our personal energy signature is interconnected with the field of all possibilities. You know, really at the deepest level of us, what we broadcast is inevitably what shows up in our life, at the deepest level of life, if you like. You know, we broadcast in a certain frequency, and that frequency resonates in the grander field with what it resonates with. And if you're resonating with lack, or you can't, or you're not good enough, or limiting beliefs, or negative emotions, that tends to be situations in your life that just make more of that happen. But if you're broadcasting a powerful, coherent, positive field where your conscious mind, your conscious goals and desires are fully in alignment subconsciously, or let me say that the other way around, that your subconscious mind, beliefs and emotions are fully in alignment with your conscious goals, that's a very powerful, coherent field that you are broadcasting 24/7, and that tends to show up in your life. Situations, places, people, events that sort of help you to get what your goals are, to achieve your goals, to make it happen, whatever that is for you. So this is really important and really exciting too, to show that when you make those inner changes, your vibration changes. It becomes fuller, more coherent and more powerful. And the key to that is getting your subconscious mind aligned with what you want to do. So your mind is one then coherent system. You've got full alignment, full power, and then you're broadcasting that into the field. That is the best way really to maximize your results and success. Okay, well, we've come to the end of this masterclass, and I've got a question for you. With your current mindset, with your current level of self-belief and confidence, with your subconscious beliefs, emotions and thinking patterns that are playing out, will you be able to achieve your goals and the success that you want in life? If the answer is yes, then keep on doing what you're doing, is my advice. Now, of course, we can all improve our mindset, and at the end of the day, success, goal achievement, and creating our life the way we want it, it is a mindset. I know there are lots of other factors in life and things happen, random stuff. I get that. But deep down, the ones that really make it and really create that success, it is a mindset. It's that deep down self-belief and that confidence that drives us, particularly when things are hard and we have a few knocks. You know, it's just life. It happens, doesn't it? But if we've got a strong self-belief, then we're broadcasting that. And if our subconscious mind is aligned with our conscious goals and desires, and we're broadcasting that from our field every day, it's much easier to be able to get that success that we want. Now, if it isn't, if the answer's no to that, then perhaps it's time to update the circuits of your own mind, to clear out any blocks, and to really reprogram your subconscious so you get all of your mind working on your goals and working on the success that you want. Now, below, I'm going to give you two options. One is the Unleash the Power of Your Mind program I mentioned earlier in this video. That's a small program where you do those core beliefs about change, which are the most important beliefs you can do. And then there's also the core beliefs about being rich and wealthy. So that's a small program with 2 sessions in it. So you could start there. It's $27. You could start with that. Now, if you're the person that would like a comprehensive upgrade in all areas of their life around their mindset, then you can go to my bigger program, which is called Mind Body Mastery, and you'll see the link below for that also. So there are 2 options for you, depending on what you want and, of course, the budget that you have. So I hope to see you on one of these programs really soon.